Oh, hey, what's up you guys? How's it going? It's Papa. And today, I'm not wearing a hat. And today we're going to be looking at my Gouki list that I said that I was going to be making in the last video that I put up. So we're looking at Gouki today. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the profile. Okay, so the reasoning behind playing Gouki this format is because it's a very cheap deck. I think I bought this deck for, I want to say like maybe $40, $50, but that was even with like some of the cards that I had, so honestly it's probably going to cost you even less. I really just picked up the Gouki cards. I didn't have any of them, and probably just like a few extenders, so I only really spent like maybe $10 on the deck if I'm not mistaken. But it is a real nice fun deck, and it's really nice and budget friendly for the casual player. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. I'm going to start off with the Gouki lineup. We played 3 copies of Suprex because it's your best one, 2 copies of Twist Cobra because it's your worst one, 2 Headbat, this is what gets the combo started, 2 copies of Octo Stretch because we're playing Linkaribo and you can 1-for-1 it, and the 1 Gouki Guts, similar for the same reason, but Octo Stretch also acts as a hand trap because it makes you lose half attack damage and it could honestly prevent you from losing the game depending on your situation. So I just thought the 1 Guts was fine. And then the last Gouki we play in the deck is the Rescorpio. Having it to where you could normal summon it and then have a additional warrior extender is nice. Or if you open up a Gouki with Rescorpio, then you can just special summon the Rescorpio with the Gouki monster you have, and then you can just go to full combo. Because in this deck, if you open up a Gouki monster and an additional warrior, then you have full combo. Having the 11 Goukis in the main deck is also very nice because it assures it in a 40 card deck that you're going to open at least one of these. If not, then your luck is probably just bad. That's it for the Gouki lineup in the deck. For the additional warriors we play 1 copy of Codebreaker 0 Day. This card does wonders for your deck. It makes it to where you can end on Anaconda with Dragoon, and you could have the Union Carrier lock. And we also play the warriors, sorry, not the warriors, the Phantom Knights in the deck. We play the 1 Silent Boots with the 1 Ancient Cloak because we're playing Bardiche, and Bardiche is crazy. And for the warrior extenders, we are playing, or not extenders, the warrior starters, we are playing 2 copies of Red Layer. I don't like 3. I think in the late game when you open up a Red Layer, it just doesn't benefit you at all because it's a level 5, so worst comes to worst, can't set it if you need to. Like, we're also playing 3 copies of Junk Forward, and we are playing 3 copies of Fire Flint Lady. I just think having these cards at 3 is much better than having the Red Layer, just because, again, late game it sucks. You're gonna, like, you might get to that point where you need to just start setting cards and stalling if you can't end up winning, or you need to stall for a little bit to where you can get the right set to where you can come back and win. But with Red Layer at 3, it just wasn't as good as Junk Forward or Fire Flint at 3, so I just cut it down to 2, and it makes it a nice even 40 because of that. But that's it for the warrior cards in the deck. We're only playing 1 hand trap. We are playing 3 copies of Sauravis, the Ancient and Ascend. The reason behind Sauravis is because your Isolde needs to go off. If your Isolde is not going off in this deck, then you're probably going to lose the game. Sauravis prevents it from where your monster will be getting targeted for its negation, with cards like Valor and Imperm just going around, and people are starting to get really high up on Chalice as well. Sauravis goes ahead and negates those. So having Sauravis in the deck is just significantly better. And then for the last 3 monsters I play, we play like the bricks. So we play the 1 Buster Whelp, the 1 Dark Magician, and lastly the 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon. Moving on to the spells, we play the 1 copy of Called by the Grave. These are all just powerful 1-ofs. 1 copy of 1-for-1, 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army, 1 copy of Divine Sword Penis Blade, 1 copy of DDR. The reason I play DDR in the deck is because I was playing the Durendal Noble Arms card first, but I found it better to have the DDR because you can banish your, like, sometimes you'll get to that point where you will open up one of the equips. So if you open up the DDR, it just extends your plays even more because you can go ahead and banish the 2 warriors from grave for the Phoenix Blade, and then you could just add it back, activate the DDR, bring back what you banish, and then just keep extending your plays from there. And then we play the 1 copy of Red Eyes Fusion, and the only spell that we play at 2 is the 2 copies of Gouki Rematch. This card is crazy in this deck. Play the 2 Gouki Rematch just because you can always search it off your Gouki monster effects, and because you can do that, you don't need to max out on 3. It is a once per turn card, so having the 2 is fine. It gets to that point where you can draw it and be okay. Worst comes to worst, you search it if you need to. And I'm bad, I actually forgot, we are playing 1 Monster Reborn in the deck as well. That's it for the spell lineup. And lastly for the traps, we only play 3. We play 2 copies of the Phantom Knights of Fogblade, and lastly the 1 Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. So that's going to round off the main deck. Ending the deck, we are going to go ahead and go into the extra. We play 2 copies of Isolde, 2 Tales of the Noble Knights, because if somehow you get interrupted and you can't play, then having that second copy is always nice. We play 1 copy of Linkuriboh and 1 copy of Link Cross. I really don't like Link Cross in other decks, but I think in Gouki you actually need it so that way you can extend into your combo, because you get a really cool combo where you can bring back the Linkuriboh with the Link Cross token, and you can make a Anaconda from that. Once you make Anaconda, you make Dragoon. When you make Dragoon, you're probably gonna win the game. Speaking of the devil, we played the 1 copy of Anaconda, 1 copy of Union Carrier for the lock, 1 copy of IP Masquerena, and this is where it gets spicy. We are playing the Codebreaker Virus Swordsman as well as the Codebreaker Virus Berserker. These are going to be awful when I have to write these on deck lists when tournaments come back. Basically what this does is that when this is co-linked, you get to special summon the Codebreaker Zero Day from the deck or hand, and I think it's from grave too. And then you link off into the Berserker, and when this is co-linked, you get to special summon them both back out to zones that Link monsters are pointing to. So it basically just helps you extend. They basically just, it's like climbing the ladder. So bring one with it, this one brings you both back, and you just combo from there. Going right along, we play the 1 copy of Bardiche and the 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn. This is the 15th card in the extra deck, but I'm playing a Trophologic Trisbana. You don't have to play Trisbana if you don't want to. Again, it's all preference. My locals, what I've been playing against online, it's been very spell and trap heavy. So when you have the Trisbana, it goes ahead and blows them all up. And worst comes to worst, you burn them for time. So Trisbana, it's just a nice go-to if you don't know what else to play. I do play 1 copy of Axis Code Talker. Sorry, you don't really need to play it if you're on a budget, but I just play it because I have it. And we are playing the Appaloosa. This is much easier to afford now with maximum gold and megatons, so nice budget card now, finally, just mine isn't. The last card we're playing in the extra deck is the 1 copy of the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. And yeah guys, that is it for the deck. And yeah guys, that's it. So thank you for tuning into this week's video. Thank you again for watching. And if you have any thoughts, comments, concerns on the deck, if anything you think I should go ahead and change, let me know in the comment section down below. You guys killed my Altergeist list last week. We're at over 1,000 views, so thank you so much for that. And the next profile we're going to be taking a look at, I don't know, I'm a little stumped. But let me know what you guys want to see, because this is a channel for you guys, hosted by me. So let me know, and I'll be sure to bring it out to you. Whether it's in real life cards or online cards, if there's a deck you guys want to see, I'll go ahead and make it. So let me know in the comment section below what you want to see next. And until next time guys, this has been Papa, and I will see you in the next video. Take care everyone.